Inland Sports.
And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show as we get all set for week 0. Man, can't believe it. We've got Liberty head coach Adam Contreras. And coach, you're a family guy. I'm a family guy. Listen, you've got a very interesting necklace on right now. I'm sure there's a tie to your wife or your kids or something like that.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for having me on, Pep. Yeah, so my son Ranger made this for me. And so his name's on there. My daughter, Remy May, her name's on there. So kind of the backstory is he has an amber necklace. My daughter has an amber necklace for teething, and my wife has a necklace. And so he said, "Hey, Dad doesn't have a necklace. What's going on?" So he made my wife go to the supply store, the art store, and next thing you know, I have this. So I wear it all the time, man. I love it. And I heard it's pretty popular. It's like a Taylor Swift thing. So
Wait,
I guess I'm
hold on. Is that the headline here? Like Coach Contreras is a Swiftie?
No, I'm not a Swiftie, but I'm a poser Swiftie fan. So I love their old stuff, but no, I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah, I have to remind my own kids. I'm like, hey, you're too young to remember this, but she started out in country because I'm a country guy. I love country music. And I'm like, her first couple of hits were country, and then she, went pop and went mainstream and ditched country. But so I remember the first couple were okay because they were country.
Absolutely. Teardrops on my guitar, yes. Those are back in my day there.
Yeah. So you're gonna wear that on the sidelines come Friday night?
100%. My son Ranger would be very mad and disappointed if I don't have this on. So if I don't wear it, he lets me know. So yes, this necklace will be making an appearance in every game.
That's awesome. I'd rather talk family than football with you, Coach. Now I'm curious. I don't know if I've actually asked you this before, but the name Ranger, where did that come from?
Yes, for being from Texas, literally my wife and I, we go out there a couple of times a year, so have family, and we're driving, we're looking for cool names. And so, we drove by the Rangers Stadium, and I'm a Ranger fan. And then what solidified it was we're driving home, and we drive through Ranger, Texas. So down the 40 there, city of Ranger, Ranger College is out there. And so, like, man, let's do it. And then the one thing or another thing that even solidified it even more was her grandfather is was Claude Akins, a famous actor. And one of his TV shows, he played Ranger Cottonwood. And so all the grandsons' names, they're all named after one of either his characters or one of his one of his shows. So Kane Mutiny, my nephew, his name is Kane, so named after that show. So Ranger just fit right there. So
oh, that's amazing. I love that story. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so
So
cool.
so that's now you know.
And before we get to football, because I promise we will talk Bison football, how is the family? Everything good? I know this is a crazy time of the year for head coaches out there.
Yeah, my wife is probably happy I'm going back to work and all starting because so my wife's a stay-at-home mom. I mean, she does everything, man. Bless her soul. She's way better than I am. And so she has her own system down. And I came home, for summer and I just ruined it. And so my son's staying up later, my daughter's staying up later. I'm wrestling at like 9 p.m. with my son, and she's like, "Hey, it's time to go to bed." So she wants me back at work and at football, and but no, on a serious note, it's great. The family's great. They were there at our scrimmage this last week, and my son loves being there. My daughter, she just started walking, so she's cruising around in her bison gear, and so yeah, they're great.
That's an awesome age, man, and enjoy it. Soak
Good
those
fun.
years in for sure. Well, Coach, you mentioned your scrimmage. In fact, I can't remember who you guys scrimmaged against, but I remember there were some pretty big names there. Like, who did you scrimmage against, and what did you like about the Bison in that scrimmage?
Yeah, so we ended up scrimmaging. It was a five-way. So Hemet was fortunate enough to, we're fortunate enough to let us in. So Hemet, Lakeside, West Valley, and Palm Desert. And so it was kind of a round robin. And so, yeah, we, our guys, we have a lot of new guys this year. And so, we wanted to see how they would, how they would respond and to a varsity, again scrimmage, but
Yeah.
varsity type football, and they did pretty well. We're a little I would say we're on the physical side. One of the things that we really focused on this offseason is flying around. We get an interception and, take it to the house. Offensively, we're gonna we're gonna run the ball, and I thought we did that pretty well. At times in the scrimmage, and just little things we need to clean up here and there. Having our quarterback Anthony Quinones being able to throw the ball there, we have a couple good receivers, and we're able to throw it deep a couple times and get some home runs, and so so some good things. Again, need to clean up some stuff across the board, but that's why you have the scrimmage to kind of see those things, and we're able to work on those things this week in preparation for TV.
Well, Coach, you mentioned a couple, in the passing game, some home runs, but of course, you're going to run the football, and your heritage roots, kind of goes back to those days. And you were telling me a couple of heritage legends, right? Jamal Morrow, Sherrod White. I mean, there's been some great running backs to go through heritage, and those guys are right at the top of the list. They're at Liberty now, helping you coach. Is that correct?
They are Bison, and so when they hit us up, say, hey, I want to start coaching. Like, hey, come on over. And so, man, the energy that those guys bring, and they're not the only ones. There's another guy named Dylan Morris, Dylan Dickey, and then even the Samaya. So we have a lot of heritage guys there. These young bucks, man, are running around, and the energy that they bring, man. And then our running backs are just they're gaining a lot of knowledge from like you said, legends.
Yeah.
And so it's been fun. It's been fun to see it happen, and we enjoy it. During our breaks when the kids are getting water, we just joke around. We're laughing. It's fun. It's fun with those guys.
I talked to Jamal not too long ago. I mean, he was in the CFL, I think, as of last season. I don't know if he was playing this year, but I mean, he was still playing.
Yeah, so he just had he had some I think he broke his wrist, and
Okay.
so he just had surgery recently to remove the pin. So he may be gone any day now back. And so that's why I told the guys, like, hey, you need to learn from this guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's still in it. So he could get called up to Canada any day now, and so he's still going.
That's awesome, man. But yeah, play as long as you can, for sure. Well, Coach, here in week 0, you got Temecula Valley. Traditionally, they're always pretty good. The Golden Bears, I mean, without giving away your secrets, what do you think you guys have to do well to get a win on Friday in week 0?
Yeah, they're in watching them. Yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big, man, and they have some athletes, a good quarterback. Um, for us, it's just kind of the message been all year. I know it's cliche, but taking care of of what we do and really dial in what we do. Obviously, with Broach, if it ain't Broach, don't fix it.
Is he
And
still around? Is he
he's
still
still
coaching?
around, believe it or not. Broach is still around, man, and full
Can't give it
force.
up.
Yeah, this is how dedicated he did the scrimmage. He went up to Northern Arizona to go drop off his daughter. She's going to NAU, and then drove back 15 hours just to be here for practice. So, man, if that's not dedication, man. Uh, and so I think he's loving it. He really is, and we're loving him out there. So again, he's going to get the offense dialed in. Defensively, if we can play fundamentally sound football and rally to the ball. I think if we do those things, it should put us in a position to be successful. But again, the man, anytime you play one of these big West schools or the old Southwestern League schools, like, man, it's going to be a battle. So our guys are pumped up for it. Just again from week 0 from the get go.
And Coach, finally, you guys have a Mountain Pass League title under your belt, but now you guys go to the Ivy League, and it's just going to get tougher. There's some really good teams, in the Ivy League, of course, with Orange Vista and Rancho Verde, just to name a few. But, in terms of the Liberty program and the evolution of the program, do you feel like, the Bison are kind of like Heritage, ready to take that next step? I know Heritage dominated the Sun Belt League for a long time, and they started winning CIF titles. I mean, you guys had a great year last year, but obviously you want to keep, trending in the upwards direction, right? And go farther in the playoffs and do those sorts of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a sense of expectation here at Liberty, with our principal, Dr. Tejeda, and our athletic director, Scott Moore. The leadership there and the expectation that they hold us to and the community holds us to is, yeah, I mean, we're looking to go into a very tough Ivy League, a stacked Ivy League, even with, Vista del Lago and North, and then, you know, um,
Paloma's in there, I think. Does that sound
the
right?
Marine School over there. Those guys are great. I know all the coaches over there. And so it's tough, man. But again, those seniors who graduated last year and the seniors this year kind of helped pave the way, and set a foundation for our guys. And so now, these guys coming in, who are junior seniors, they had somebody to look up to, and again, the proper way of doing things, and kind of creating a winning tradition where they don't know any different. And so, bringing in Coach Dickey to run our weight room, our guys are getting stronger. To be able to, withstand the week in, week out, tough games, that we're going to be facing in the Ivy League. So our guys are ready for the challenge. They've been working hard. I know our coaches are pumped up, our community's pumped up about it, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man.
It's just crazy. Like, I just think when we talk Liberty football, we're like, oh yeah, they're one of the the better teams in the area. And you guys just had your first senior class. Like, you guys just burst onto the scene. Like, you're not that old.
Yeah, we're still spring chickens here at Liberty, man. We are, but new teams don't do this, and again, like going back to Coach Broach, like he's done it before, and he had the roadmap and the recipe, and so we all just kind of bought in, and obviously I'm the head coach now, but like really having them there, it's a nice sounding board to have that if I'm ever questioning everything, but yeah, again, the success is a testament to, we talk about the herd family with, our kids that are just buying in and working hard, our coaching staff that just, love being around these guys and, put these high expectations on these kids. And then, our leadership and our community, that just back us. We had our herd ceremony where we put, decals on our helmets and the stands are packed, and so it's just the community, the Bison community, man. It's been awesome, and it kind of helps us, propel this program to the next level. And we're gonna have to get there because we yet to win a playoff game, and so and we wanna make a run this year.
Well, Coach, listen, you're one of my favorite guys. You know that. I always appreciate you making time to jump on the Inland Sports Show. And again, we're big fans of Liberty, and I think you guys are set up to have a big season. The Ivy League's tough, no doubt about it, but you guys, I think, are set up to have a pretty good season. Hopefully get that first playoff win as well, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Well, Pep, I appreciate it. Always good talking with you. Again, we have our studio here, man. Anytime you're
Oh,
down
that's
in
right.
this area, man, you got to check it out. Like it's ready to go for you.
All right, off the air, get me in touch. I don't know if there's a video advisor or instructor or someone like that, but yeah, get me in touch.
Absolutely.
All right, that's
Oh,
Adam Contreras, the head football coach for the Liberty Bison here on the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports.